This is Married to the Music, the stories behind the artist you know, told by the partners who live it every day. Today, I have a very exciting episode for you guys. We have Hayden Coffman and his wife, Alexis, and I cannot wait for you guys to hear their story. They are literally a dynamic duo. Hayden is a singer-songwriter here in town, and Alexis is his manager. I mean, hello. They have such a fun dynamic, and they go back and forth with each other and really tell you what life is like on the road together, so I can't wait for you guys to hear this episode. Here's Hayden and Alexis. Welcome to Married to the Music. I'm so excited that you guys are here with us today. You guys have a really cool story, and I can't wait for you guys to share it. But first of all, with Married to the Music, we like to start off with where you're from. Hayden, I know you're from Knoxville.
Yep.
So talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I'm from East Tennessee. Went to school in Knoxville. I didn't go to college there, but I went to elementary school, middle school, all that stuff there. And then my family actually lives like in an area called Sevierville. So it's like right there. And technically the area is Seymour, but nobody's ever heard of that. So I would just say Knoxville or Sevierville. But yeah, I love Knoxville. Obviously, I try to go back all the time when we're not on the road and all that kind of stuff. But obviously a huge Tennessee fan. And then, like I said, all my family still lives there. So I have some cousins that go to Tennessee. So like there's always reasons to go back. But yeah, that's kind of like a little gist of Knoxville and East Tennessee. I guess I love it out there.
Wait, I love that. And I had to start with that because I have a really funny story for you.
Yeah, hit me with it.
So my boyfriend actually went to Tennessee, and I told him that I was having y'all on the podcast today. And he used to listen to you at all like the Pike House, like frat parties.
Yeah.
I love him. He's the best.
Yeah, no, we used to have a blast there.
Yeah.
It's funny enough. We I think it was the Pike House, like every year when we're about to play Alabama. So I guess, how many years ago was that now? 2022 or 2023? Anyways, it was 22, yeah, because it was last year. Tennessee was really, really good. But we had beat Alabama. It was the first time in years or whatever. Yeah. But I played Pike the day of the game.
Oh, no
So
way.
we were at Pike, and it was like obviously lit. Like it was really fun. Yeah. Everybody's partying, drinks are flowing. And I always do this thing. We'll play Dixieland Delight, and then I'll post on social media and be like, you know, just to rage bait everybody. I'll be like, this is a song about Tennessee. So people from Alabama and everybody gets really fired up. And it always goes viral when I post it. So it's always funny. We try to post that every year when we're about to play Tennessee, and it's from the Pike House. So.
Wait, I love
They
that.
go crazy every year. I mean, it's the same.
It's always a good time. All those fraternities and stuff, like we don't do them as much. Honestly, we need to try to hit one up just for old time's sake to do one for this football season. But they're always super fun.
Hey, I'm going to the Auburn game, so we need to coordinate.
Hey, I'm playing. Hey, so the night before, if you should hit us up because we're playing in Knoxville.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so we'll get you in there. It'll
I
be
would
fun.
love that. That'd be so fun.
Yeah, because we're actually going to go to the Auburn game too. So we're playing at this place called the Open Court in Knoxville the night before.
Yeah.
And then making a weekend out of it. Funny enough, our content.
Let us know. We can get you. I can get you on and get you.
Oh,
you
girl.
And your boyfriend.
Yeah, it'll be a blast.
We can pregame.
That would be
together.
awesome.
Yeah, there we go. It'll be a blast.
Tailgate.
Yeah,
I love that.
we haven't bought
So
tickets yet, but we're like, if we don't
football.
get tickets, we'll at least
Tailgate.
Go tailgate.
That's
and
the best
watch
part of it
there.
anyway.
Yeah.
That's
You
what I
can
did
always
last
watch from,
year,
like,
too.
Cool Beans or something.
Yeah, there you go. The bean. So you know Knoxville.
Hey, I'm trying. I'm learning. I'm still new,
Nice,
but
yeah.
I do like it.
Gotta get you the cool beans.
Yes, exactly. I love that. And then Alexis, you're from Texas.
Yes.
Did I do my stalking correctly?
You did.
yeah.
Okay, so
I'm very proud.
Okay, I was gonna say all of my girlfriends that are from Texas are like,
Yeah.
that's their whole personality.
Oh, my
And it's
God.
literally the best place on earth. Yeah, and I'll stand by that.
What was growing up there like? Or is your whole family there? Do you have siblings?
Yeah, so my whole family lives there. I'm the only one that doesn't live in Texas anymore. Actually, well, I say that. Now one of my cousins goes to Lipscomb here,
Oh, nice,
but
yeah.
I'm sure he'll go back. But I'm the only one that's like permanently moved away. But it was awesome. I mean, we actually talked about this last night. Like, I just miss it so much. But I feel like that's natural when you're away from what you know, like you're where you grew up. It's like, oh, like I miss it because I enjoy.
And it's not just down the road.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's a
like
journey.
if we're gonna go, it's like, oh, we have to. It's like holidays. You have to really plan it out, and you
For
can't
sure.
just drive 10 hours or 13 hours.
Girl, I feel you. I'm from Tampa,
So-
Florida, and it's the
Oh,
same
yeah.
thing.
Okay,
We were
so
just
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh my
we
gosh.
were. So you get the travel, which
Yes.
and when I go, I'm like, I've got to go for a week. But then all my family, Texas is such a big state, and they conveniently they all live 3 hours from each other.
Oh,
so it's like a
perfect.
big triangle. So I'm like, a week feels like a lot of being out of my home, but when I get there, it's like, okay, well, I'm here for 2 days. I'm here for 2 days.
It would make it easier if everybody lived in the same area in
Yeah,
Texas. But that's
exactly.
because, like, you know how it is, like being here in Tennessee. Or where are you from? You're from Tampa.
Yeah, I'm
so I
from
guess
Tampa,
Florida's
yeah.
a little bit bigger too. But
Yeah.
being like in Tennessee, like usually if you're going 3 hours away, like you're leaving the state. You know what I mean? Because you
Yeah,
can go to
for
Alabama,
sure.
you can go to Kentucky, Georgia, whatever. But there, it's like you get there and it's like, yeah, we got to go 3.5 hours, go to grandma's house, and it's still Texas, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Or you go to 5 hours away and it's freaking grandpa's house, and it's just like, dang, they're all spread out.
It was so funny when we first met, and I was still living there, and he would come visit me.
Oh my gosh.
I would be like, "You want to go to like Whataburger or something?" And he's like, sure. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, it's just down the road.
Yeah, she's like, just down the road. And it's like 35 minutes later. I'm like,
20.
that's not down the road.
So
That's not down the road.
Yeah.
He'd be like, okay. He started doing this thing. He's like, it's a country mile. Because like,
Yeah.
I like that.
Or if she says it's 10 minutes, I'll be like, it's a country 10.
Yeah.
Because to her, it's like 30.
Okay, this is a song, I feel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
That's a good one.
Those
Yeah.
are definitely lyrics right there. Yeah, she would lie to me just trying to get me to go, I guess.
To me, though, it would be. In my brain, okay, that's like 10 minutes. It's nothing because you're used to things not being right on top of each other.
Yeah.
Then when I moved here, it was like there's a Chick-fil-A, there's a this, that, like right there. And I wasn't used to that.
Yeah.
So now when I do go home, I'm like, oh, it's like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
No, I'm the
Changes.
same way with
Yeah.
Tampa because I live like outside of it, so it's like
Yeah.
more of like feels like Georgia, to be honest. And
Yeah.
then you drive into the city and it's like a 30-minute thing.
What area were you in over there?
It's called Lutz. It's like kind of a
Okay.
smaller.
We just
like,
played
it's
in
like
a little
north.
festival last Friday in Inverness.
Okay, yeah.
So we
that's
flew
not-
into
yeah.
Tampa, but then like
Like an hour
when you do
and a
get
half.
out there,
Yeah.
it is like a small town country.
It
That little
is.
place.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I do. It's a good place to go back to visit for
Yeah.
sure. And then let's talk about country music. Was that something that was always a part of your life growing up, or like were you a fan
Yeah.
of country music?
I've always been a fan of country music. Even like, for example, my mom, she's not super into country music.
Yeah.
But I always was. My grandma always was. I mean, I have so many memories. Me and my grandma just riding in the car and her showing me, older artists of her generation. And it's always been something I loved. I never necessarily thought, oh, I love it so much I'm going to work in it.
For sure,
But
yeah.
I've always just naturally loved country music and of all different, I mean, it's just always been a part of my life. And
I feel like
loved
that
it.
was kind of a silly question too, being from
No.
Texas. It's like, of course you're gonna
Well,
like country
yeah,
music, you know?
yeah.
You never know, though. You never know.
That is
It's
true.
good.
Yeah, it's like some
Yeah.
of my friends, one of my best friends and his videographer, I mean, she's not from Texas, but she loves country too, but she also loves like rap, for example. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you couldn't play me a rap song and me know it. Even today or like very.
Unless it's some Lil Wayne, you know.
I mean, yeah, but it's like very rare that I know anything
Right.
outside of country. It's crazy. And I don't even know why. I've always gravitated towards it. And it's the only thing that I feel like I've connected to. So
Yeah.
I've just stuck
She's a
with it.
psychopath. Like she's the kind that can go work out and be listening to George Strait.
Seriously.
You know what I
Honestly,
mean?
Like,
I
I'm
get
on
in
the
those
trip,
moods.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
like
like,
the
I can-
sad music too, the sad country.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
See, I can't do. I gotta have some rap going on or something
No,
for
I'm
that.
like, I can do anything to country music.
I love that. Put that on a T-shirt. That
Yeah.
needs to be on Broadway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Seriously.
What was your journey with music? Was that something that you started at a young age?
Not really, honestly. I mean, I always say like my first introduction, I guess, doing any sort of singing and stuff. Funny enough, like my memo used to throw these like karaoke kind of pool parties or whatever.
love that.
So I would do stuff like that when I was a kid, and like obviously everybody around is just like drinking and smoking cigarettes, and I'm just a little kid in there, and they're using me as the monkey dancing in the corner, like, hey, sing this. So I would do some of that, but like nothing ever like I was never when I was a kid like inspired to be like, hey, I'm gonna write songs or
Yeah.
hey, I want to be an artist. Like because also too, I feel like just growing up anyway. I mean. When you move to Nashville, it becomes way more of like a thing. Like it's so crazy
For
now that
sure.
I'm in this thing. I'm so like desensitized to a lot of stuff because like even meeting certain people now, I'm like, dude, if I would have met that guy 10 years ago, I would have freaked out. Not that he's not cool anymore. It's just
Right.
like, you get here so much, and like I wish sometimes I wasn't so desensitized. But growing up, if you're in East Tennessee or whatever, like you can sing karaoke all day. You would never be like, oh, I'm gonna be a singer one day. Like it just
Right.
doesn't seem like that's a reality thing, right?
And that's weird, even because you are closer to Nashville than
It
most,
is, yeah, but you
yeah.
still kind of like you're saying, you get a little bit out of Tampa and you feel like you're in Georgia, like
Yeah.
3 hours away from. We don't even like think about going to Nashville, or if you do, it's like a big trip. Now it's obviously Nashville's so much bigger than it used to be when I was a kid, but yeah, I mean, I didn't really do any music stuff like except for doing that, and then like I had to choose like an elective or whatever in middle school, and I would do like chorus, right? Because I didn't want to like play the bells or something. So yeah, I would do that, but it was never like, hey, I'm gonna be a singer. And then funny enough, I got into college actually just down the road here in Lebanon, Tennessee, and was playing baseball there, and my buddy that was wanted just another guy on the baseball team or whatever. He was trying to learn how to play guitar, and I was like, hey man, like, and we weren't 21 or anything yet, so we couldn't go to bars and stuff, so we were always like stuck in this horrible dorm. Cumberland, y'all need to fix your dorm rooms, man. But we were stuck in there, and then like I'd be like, hey, if you're trying to learn, like I'll sing some songs, and like I can sing a little bit, and so I would just do some of that, and that was my freshman year of college, and then kind of just like got addicted to it because I was like, obviously my whole life before that was just sports. Like I was playing football, basketball, and baseball, and then like later in high school, I just stuck to football and baseball, and then college baseball. Like it was just, I'm still that way. Like my interest is like I'm gonna go home and watch sports. You know what I mean? I'm just like a kind of a junkie on that. So I enjoy that, and but then I started posting those videos, and nobody had like ever, known me as doing any music. So I think like, because I go back and listen to some of those videos, I'm like, God, this is garbage, man. Like, I cannot believe I was singing like that. Like, who am I trying to be out here? You
gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, you gotta start somewhere, man. And I get it, but and it was getting some good reactions. I mean, not any sort of like viral. It wasn't viral or anything. Right. And this is before like, I didn't even know what TikTok or anything. I don't even know that was around. This was like 20.
Vine.
Yeah, it was like 20, and I wasn't even using Vine.
Got 6 seconds. Make it work.
Yeah, and I wasn't using anything but Instagram or like Snapchat. I was using Snapchat and Instagram. So
Snapchat.
Your boy was loving Snap, but yeah. So I was doing that, and then my second year of college comes around, and like. That summer I didn't do anything except play baseball again. And come back to college, and I was like, I was thinking when I was posting those videos and stuff, it was just like, kind of like a, I don't know, what do you call it, a hobby, just like, hey, that's fun to do or whatever. But I started getting like more and more addicted to it and like doing the videos more and more often. And then like me and my buddy are starting to find like these open mics and going, of course now I look back and cringe because I'm like, I'm doing these open mics and only playing covers. And I'm like, what am I doing?
Hey, it's okay.
But I didn't know any better. I didn't know it was more of a thing like, hey, you need to write songs to do that. I guess there is no rules. So I was doing that and kind of got more and more addicted to it. And also it was just one of those things too. I was like, man, I think I could like, if I wanted to try to do this, like I could do this probably longer than I could play baseball. I'm not going to be some professional baseball player out here. So, even though, at some point we all if you chase dreams, I was telling my dad the other day, like, you got to have a little bit of delusion. I think, and I'm a big believer in that. Like, I'm glad I did do the college baseball thing, obviously, after, it wasn't like big time Division I or anything. But, at some point when you're chasing those little dreams like that, you do think like, hey, I could play pro. Because if you don't have any sort of motivation, you're not even going to go do it in the first place.
Right. Yeah.
So I think a lot of that delusion and stuff really helped me in like doing the music thing. Because I was like, one day when I did decide, like, hey man, I'm really loving this, and when I ended up deciding I wanted to do it, I saw a Luke Combs show down at the Rhyme, and I got free tickets. And saw that, and like I'd already been doing the thing, and I was already thinking about, like, man, I'm not really wanting to do baseball much anymore. Like, want to get into music and really chase this thing. And like I saw that and I was like, dude, I want to do what he just did and take over a crowd like that. Like that's pretty badass. I would love to do that
for sure.
And so when I saw that, I was like, kind of like made the decision literally that night, like driving home, like I'm going to drop out of college, start to chase this thing. 'Cause I already been talking to my parents some about it and stuff about it, and I was like, maybe I'll go to MTSU down the road and do like music and study that. And because I'd only known structure. I didn't like think like, hey, I'm gonna drop out of college and be because your whole life. I mean, I went to like private school and stuff growing up. It's like college dropout. I'm sitting here being like, I can't be that.
Right.
And then funny how life changes. Flips on its head. So and I was like, gonna do that. I want to end up going to orientation at MTSU to do music or whatever. And I was trying to get like the minimum hours, so I was gonna be gigging on the weekends. And they were just not about, the teachers weren't about that. And so they kept trying to get me to do more hours. And finally during the thing, me and my mom were like, hey, you just want to go get lunch. And so I didn't even end up going there and just started chasing that. And that was like the end of 2018 or 2019 area, so that's kind of when I started the whole thing, getting into it.
Wait, I love all of that. And I love the baseball correlation. I grew up in a baseball house. All my cousins play baseball. They play JUCO right now. One played at Lipscomb.
Oh, some JUCO bandits, baby.
That is a tough
That's a whole
life.
different world, too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I always call it junior college baseball because I've got all my best friends played it. It's pretty much just fraternity guys playing baseball.
100%.
Because if they're not playing baseball and grinding and working out, there's a lot of partying going on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's really not many rules in JUCO either, so but you get some studs coming out of there too. It's crazy.
It teaches you to be tough and
grind
and want it,
It does.
But I always say that like all the artists that were baseball players or football players all need to do a tour together of like baseball stadiums.
That would
like,
be really cool.
That'd be so cool.
That would be badass.
I was like, there's so many of you, like the correlation between that, and I think like being able to like work hard and like
Yeah, there's so many correlations I feel like between sports and music, which is so crazy. I mean, always. Especially like even when we're going out on the weekend run, right? Like it feels like we're about to go play a tournament. Like that's kind of how it feels,
Well, and I will say that I think that's also helped me. And we talked about this before. Like both of us have a background in sports and whatnot, and it's like I do think with this career it helps you because it gives you that work ethic. Yeah. And like I remember back in the day, it was always like coaches would be like, if you're like on time, if the coach says 1:00. well, you get there at 1 o'clock, you're late.
You're late.
So,
That's my dad's famous quote. If you're on time, you're late.
Yes, you need to be early. And that has just been instilled in me. And so it drives me crazy. Like, it legit.
So technically we were late today. I'm sorry about that.
I'll let it slide.
It makes me just like, and it's because it was just grilled in me for so many years playing summer ball and then even just through high school ball. It's like I hate it because they're like, no, you're late and now you're going to be punished for it.
Right.
So it's helped us though with this too because it gave us that structure. And now whenever we go into weekends, it's like boom, boom, boom. We've got it all lined out because we're prepared. We know how to be prepared.
Right.
So.
And then you played softball, right?
Yeah,
awesome,
I did.
Awesome.
I wasn't that good though. He's the.
I played volleyball and I was way too
either.
short for that. So it was good for the structure.
I was able to manage and be
Totally.
good enough to get by, but I was definitely not the star.
Yeah, no, me either, girl. Me either. It humbles you real quick.
It does. It does. And then now I'm like, we don't need to talk about it.
That's the crazy thing about sports too. I was like, going back, I was telling my dad the other day, like, I wish honestly I wasn't so worried about playing in college because like it turns into a job.
Yeah.
And I wish I would have just been like, dude, I enjoyed high school. I think I was so focused on like, I want to play in college, like make that a goal or whatever. When in all reality, you get out of there, and especially when like, now I'm 28, and so I'm like looking back, I'm like, dude, high school, there's no worries. Play as many sports as you want, have fun.
Yeah.
Don't freaking worry about it. But I also think like, the structure, like you're saying, and the drive, like that does go into your your next life or whatever, your next chapter, and it does help. But it is just kind of crazy when you look back and you're like, God, you make things so much bigger and stress yourself out for no reason.
Oh, I tell myself like things like that, like from last week. I'm like, I need to calm down.
Dude,
like, we made it through. We're at the next
same.
week
I do the same thing.
Learn to slow down and like breathe.
Exactly. I want to go back a little bit though to your story and like how you like after high school, college. What was that like? You were in dental like school.
Yeah. So I had originally wanted to go to nursing school, but all that to be said, I didn't really know what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I was just kind of playing softball and like, I never even tried to like go play in college. And then when it came time senior year, I'm like, what am I going to do? Like I had no idea. I did not have a game plan. Terrible.
No.
So then I'm like, okay, well, I'll just go to community college and just start taking classes. And then I was like, okay, I'll do nursing school. I got through all like your basic classes and whatnot and got right down to it is actually when I met Hayden and I was having this moment and I was like, I don't really want to do this.
Yeah.
And I was scared to tell my family. And I remember talking to Hayden when I first met him. It was actually the first week I think I met you or it was around there.
Yeah. It was
And he's
very
like,
close.
if you don't want to do it, just like don't do it, like do something different. You can do something else. And so I ended up changing and I said, well, I was thinking about all the classes I already took and what would those classes transfer over to and work. And I thought, well, they work in dental too.
Yeah.
So instead of going right into hygiene school, I did a dental assisting school,
nice.
which was just a couple months and you go do your training, whatever, get your certificate. So I did that. Well, then at that point we had gotten more serious. And so I thought, well, I'll move to Nashville and I can do it there and I can transfer my license to Tennessee. So that's kind of what I did. And then I got here and COVID happened.
Oh,
we all got laid off.
Shit show.
Very much so. And my doctor at the time, he was trying to do me a favor by some people, how it worked was we got laid off, but for some people that it would work better to be laid off and, collect that.
Gotcha.
And then there was some that it wouldn't have been better for, so they had their own separate deal. I don't really know what that entailed, but I was one of the ones that was laid off. Mm-hmm. The issue was I was not in state long enough in Tennessee to collect the unemployment, I think is what it was at the time. I don't even remember all the logistics. I couldn't collect it. They were like, no, you've not been a resident long enough. So I went that whole period with no pay. Well, at that time, Hayden was doing these house shows. So,
right.
So he started doing those and I started going with him selling his merch. And that's how I was like making money to, get by, I guess, till I got my job back. Well, then during that time I was too like, I should just finish my degree. I can do it online, blah, 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 blah. We got our jobs back and then I just wasn't really loving it, and we made the decision continue to work with him. Him, and that's what I did. And then went back to MTS. I went to MTSU, did all my classes online.
Get it, girl.
And I did have to do a couple where you went in, but it wasn't anything like every day or every week I was doing that.
Still was a pain though. It's a haul now.
It was a pain. It was a pain, but it ended up working out because then his stuff started picking up. And then I was kind of doing both. And funny enough, I worked at Suntan City.
Girl, I should have hit you up, honestly. I probably was. I was going to college here. I probably was getting them $5 spray tans.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I knew I could get a job there because I was a manager at a salon back in Texas, an assistant manager, not like the head honcho, but I had the management experience. So my resume at least had that for several years of doing a position like that. So I was easily got a job there, was doing the music thing with him, and then going to MTSU, and then graduated, and kind of like, here we are, you know. It's like never went and got a job here downtown Nashville, because it was like his stuff had already picked up, and what we were doing, I kind of went into the tour management role and already doing the merchandise. So it was just adding more of my plate of what he needed help with.
Right.
And that's kind of like how that all even lined up.
Yeah. No, I love that.
Cool.
I love that you're sharing that too, because I feel like sometimes we put so much pressure on ourselves to like have everything figured out. Like, I'm going to go to this college, I'm going to major in this, I'm going to do this. And like, that's just like not realistic.
Yeah.
So like, thank you for sharing.
Yeah. It was definitely hard, because I am very much a planner. And it was, before I met Hayden, I was and I like to say I'm type A, I guess is the thing now. It's hard for me to get out of my comfort zone. At the time, it was even harder then. Before I met Hayden, I was like, I need to be doing this. And I did care and still do a lot about what everyone else thinks. And so I was like, oh my gosh, my mom's going to be so disappointed, blah, 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 you know. But once I met Hayden, it did teach me to relax a little bit more and be a little bit more go with the flow. And that is the one thing about music. You have to be go with the flow, because things are going to happen, and it is not, you can try to line it up all day long. It could be the most perfect weekend.
Go wrong.
100%.
Yes, but there is going to be something that throws you off, and you have to be able to adapt. And I do go back to the sports thing. I do think that has helped me.
Yeah.
Now, being able to adapt to situations that pop up. And that's kind of like what happened with the COVID thing. I had to learn to adapt to my situation, and how can I continue to live here in Tennessee and not have to go back home, and what can I do to sustain this life? So,
well, you did, girl. You're badass.
Yeah, we're here. We made it.
Doing the thing. I love that. And then y'all met on Instagram.
Yes.
Okay, so you
not
love
Tinder.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, Instagram's a little better, I feel like.
That's what I always say. It's a little less slutty, but it's there. You know?
Yeah.
You know, we won't pull up the receipts or anything, but it's on there.
Pull him up. He's like, hey, you up?
Well, you WYD.
At least it was a Snapchat. You know?
I'm telling you, that's true demon mode right there.
He did try to. I was like, I'm not giving you a snap.
Yeah, I didn't want the number. I was like, hey, what's your snap, girl?
Alexis, do you remember what he like slid into the DMs?
It was
with?
me, actually.
Oh, clip
Shocker.
that.
Ray,
Shocker.
I love it. Strong woman.
So it started out like doing the classic, just, you know, I don't know if we can cuss on here, F-boy stuff.
Please.
Just doing like, I was just liking a couple pictures here and there. You know the classic. This is years ago.
We know you're
you all know.
They all have the same exact move.
Yeah.
You think
but she was
so
doing it back,
mysterious.
so it was just kind of that, and I was never pulling the trigger, and she finally slid in.
Yeah, he went and liked 3 pictures. I went
he was
and liked
ready.
3. He was ready. I went and liked 3 pictures. He did it again.
And it wasn't just the most recent ones either.
No,
You're going,
he
you're
was
digging
like
through
2016.
there. Yeah. Back in 2000.
Do I even look like that anymore?
Like my hair was brown then.
Yeah. And so I finally was like, I'm not playing this game. I'm just gonna slide in. And I actually remember what I said. I said, you have a very beautiful voice.
Oh, I love it.
Because I was like, what does one say?
Yeah, and then I just said, you're beautiful. And so that's kind of how it started.
And then we just started,
he set it up perfect.
Yes,
He set it up perfect.
And then we started talking, and it was quick. I mean, that happened in May, like right after my birthday. And then I had a girls trip. We were going to go to Florida, and I was like, I didn't tell my mom this. She knows now. But I was like, let's go to Nashville. Like, this guy's, whatever. And so we actually stayed at the 505, me and my 2 friends at the time. And we came and met up with him. And that was in June. It was CMA week.
Oh, girl.
I didn't know that, even though I've been a country music fan
this
my
was
whole
2019.
life. I had no idea about like the CMA Fest, because I was so young. I wasn't doing stuff like that
yeah,
yet.
that makes sense.
And so I came, and then I ended up extending my stay. We hung out, and then, so that was June. I went back to Texas. He came and surprised me in July. So again, we met June 2nd. And
in
then
person.
in person. And then, but I hadn't started talking in May. And
Right.
then July 2nd, we started dating, and then said I love you July 4th.
I'm here for it. It's obviously worked out.
It was quick,
Yeah,
yeah.
like,
Obviously worked out.
That
July
was
4th is
crazy.
perfect. You have the fireworks.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
very
it's like,
romantic.
yeah.
I love that. And
love
you now share an anniversary with Taylor Swift. So
Yeah, it's amazing. It's wonderful.
So when you came to visit, were you playing CMA Fest yet, or were you like?
No,
what
I
was the
still wasn't
music?
like popping off like that. I was still just kind of like getting started. But I was playing like a non-CMA thing at what is that bar called? Yeah, is that still a place now? The Valentine.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
At the time, it
King
was-
Brown's is now.
Oh,
I
okay,
think,
yeah.
the
So it was
Valentine.
on
Yeah,
Broadway, but it was called the Valentine. Then I was just doing like a little set during CMA Fest, but it's still able to be like, hey, if you're in CMA Fest, come down here.
Yeah.
So she came, and is that when you
I
met
extended
my parents?
Well, Well, sort of.
Briefly?
I didn't actually meet his parents. I saw them, but I was like, we're just hanging out. Like,
Yeah.
that's way
That
too
was
deep.
super
That's
duper
way
early.
too deep at
Yeah.
the moment. Like, I'm just here with my girlfriends having fun. Like, I'm not doing
But yeah, I did that, and it wasn't like a CMAFS event or anything. But I was just, because, like, I mean, I'd only been playing music at that point still for like a year and a half, you know. Probably, I guess. No, not even.
No, it was like a year.
It was because that was 2019. So yeah, I guess like maybe a year.
Because he
dang.
only had done music.
Not even really, just a couple months. Yeah. 6 months really.
Yeah, he had really only done music for a year, and then we met, and I
because the year before
came
that I was
here.
still in college.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's right.
But
Yeah.
I was already supposed to be gone, and I was supposed to come for like 4 days, and then we were having so much fun. Even my girlfriends, we were having just the time of our life, and one of my friends, she's like, I can take off a couple more days.
Yeah,
of
me
work.
and my buddy kept getting them to extend their stay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
yeah. You had an Airbnb going on?
We just did it at our house.
Yeah, so
after that they did.
Yeah. So we extended our stay, and then it was like, okay, let's just have. And then it was kind of like from there we were inseparable. It was serious,
love
and I remember
that.
actually crying going home. We went to Chili's.
Shout
We
out
all
to
went
Chili's,
dinner
Triple
to eat.
Dipper,
Okay,
baby.
we need to have
Yeah.
like a Chili's sponsorship because
Yeah,
the
we
amount
do.
of times I bring up Chili's on this podcast,
It's fire.
It's more my parents at their
Yes.
first date.
Oh,
like,
really?
Chili's is like my place.
Dang.
I'm going.
It's
Sunday.
That is romantic.
You're going Sunday.
If you guys want to go, all a bunch of my girlfriends are going.
Yeah, let's get a triple dipper.
Yeah.
Literally.
But I remember getting in the car after that, and my friends were like, "This girl's crazy," but I was literally love at first sight. I was bawling, crying. I'm like, "I'm gonna marry him one day." But when I did say that, I called my sister. I was like, "I'm gonna marry him one day. I'm dead serious."
Yeah.
And then it's funny now because we actually got married, but
And yeah, it's freaking like 7 years
7
ago,
years
which is
ago.
crazy.
That is
Yeah.
crazy. COVID is like a blur too because I feel like those
It
years,
is.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
were like 3 or 4 years or whatever when that was happening. I was in college and I was like, I blinked. I feel like I need to be younger. Like I feel like
Yeah.
we should get back 3 years. On
I
our
know.
age.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
I know. I still feel
messed-
like I could be in college right now.
I do
but it's
too.
like I'm not.
Maybe I feel like
Very
we're in
far.
like adult colleges now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
that is
Like-
Nashville. Yeah,
Yeah.
for
You
sure.
can blend in more here.
Yeah, exactly. And then what were all your girlfriends saying when you guys met and you were crying? Were they like, "You're crazy," or were they like, "Oh, we see it, like we get it"?
Honestly, my best friend that was with me, she never said I was crazy. She was going to move here with me. She was like, you should go for it. And I remember talking to my grandma about moving here, and she's like, you can always come back. Like, you should go and do it, and you should move. And because she traveled for work and moved for work, and not that I was coming here for work, but she was super supportive. My friends were super supportive. I mean, my mom was supportive, but she was going to miss me. But
For sure.
everyone was like, you should go. Like, this is great for you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it made it easier. Because I do think if people wouldn't have been supportive of it, me and knowing how I am, just people pleaser and like
Yeah.
worried about everyone's opinion, I probably wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, and like being
But-
close with your family and
Yeah.
stuff too. Like that definitely is
Yeah.
hard. Like you said, it's
Yeah.
it's a journey to get back home. But
sure,
you can always
yeah.
go back home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then let's talk about the music aspect of everything and how that kind of works between you two. So you are managing him now, or how is?
I do the tour managing side
Tour
of
managing,
things. So
okay.
he has his manager, and I just do the TMing side. So going on the road and, basically the tour mom. I'm the mom.
I love
Yeah.
that.
That's what we
I love
call
that.
it.
Yeah, because everybody calls tour managers TM, but
Yeah.
we do that too, but we just call her tour mommy.
Oh, I love that. I honestly,
Yeah.
everyone needs one.
I call myself
Yeah.
mommy anyways to them. They love it. They think it's funny. So I just like roll with the bit. I enjoy it. But yeah,
Roll with the bit. She started the bit.
I did. I was
That's
like, just
not a
call me
bit if you
mommy.
start it.
I'll be like, mommy loves her babies.
Yeah.
Let's wake up.
It's crazy, but
It's not a bit if you start it.
yeah,
I love that.
seriously, it's like one of those things like you can't give yourself a nickname, but,
Right,
yeah,
she'll
right.
do it.
But they love it. Like
Yeah.
I texted them all on Mother's Day. I was like, none of you told me Happy Mother's Day.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Where are my
Yeah,
flowers?
yeah.
I love that. I feel like that
So-
probably makes the dynamic of
It does.
touring and things a lot easier for the
It does.
relationship because I know that can obviously be straining and just difficult. Like,
Oh,
with
totally.
that.
Yeah. No, it makes
Yeah.
it easy. And I think also too, it helps like our entire like team's dynamic because like we're all like in my band and my crew or whatever. Like it's all like we try to make it like feel like family and like friends, even though it sounds so cheesy and cliche. Just because like there's so many guys too now that I've gotten in my camp of like they've had very bad experiences, right?
Yeah.
So like the best like compliment we always get, especially if it's like we have a fill in one weekend or whatever, they're just always like, it seems like they always do. I'm not tooting my own horn here. It's always crazy because we always think like, hey, this is just another weekend, like
Right.
because I just try to make everything like enjoyable. But they're always like, man, this is like the most fun I've ever had, or like, hey, I actually like really look forward to going out every week because like sometimes when it turns too much into a job, then it makes like I was saying earlier, like sports can turn into a job, and then it gets to be not as fun.
Right.
You started playing that because it's a game.
Yeah.
Baseball's a game, football's a game, whatever it is. And music's music. I got into this because I'm like, hey, this is fun. Like this is gonna beat working at a firm or something, or whatever it would be, and so I don't know. We try to make it like real family, and I think it helps having our dynamic, especially if we do have like a sub. Like I said, like she'll contact him or whatever, or if I contact him or whatever, and I still introduce her. I never be like, hey, here's my wife. I'm always like over text, like here's my tour manager's information, just also like not get them to feel weird too, because I've also heard of like, wives and husbands being involved in like that being a not good situation.
For sure.
And making it weird for everybody, where I'm like, we ain't doing PDA and stuff on the road and making things weird. We keep it super pro, and like
we typically don't lead with that. And even whenever like typically
it's easy to find out.
Yeah, I mean,
for sure.
Once you get there.
Once someone gets to like bus call or whatever. I mean, I think most people kind of maybe have an idea if they go look them up or something. But it's normally, when I reach out to people, I'm like, hey, it's Hayden Coffman's TM. I don't say like, this is Alexis Coffman or whatever.
Yeah,
because people can get weird about. Not that I think they're going to be weird. I just want to prevent any like awkwardness, because they don't know what they're going into. They don't know if they're going into this couple who's just going to be all over each other all weekend and whatever.
Totally.
And we
like be walking on eggshells, being like, I don't want to make his wife mad, and she's going to be just we don't want to be weird, because also too, it's like, even though it's getting more common now in Nashville, like, but like, if you are getting some professional guitar guy to come like fill in for a weekend or whatever, and like you want him to do a good job, you got him all the information, then if you lead with like, hey, here's my wife, and you're like, I'm sure he's like, what the hell am I getting myself into?
Right.
It's more normal being like, hey, here's my tour manager, and then he'll find out later on. And then once he sees everybody's really cool and nice, it's like, oh, that makes sense. Like I get what's going on here,
I really like that approach, honestly. I feel like that is like a lot more like reassuring to the band and everything. And it's probably nice for like, if you have like people in your band who are married, they're probably like, oh, it's nice that you have your wife there too. Cause like everybody's sense of like comfort.
Yeah, it's great. Like we're all, like I said, we're all super close. And also helps too. Like we actually have our, one of our best friends does all the content and videography and stuff. Her name's Jade, and she's another female. So it's like kind of cool too to have like, we have two females in the group. Like it just kind of keeps everything, I don't know. I like the dynamic's good because of that. And
it really does feel like you're on the road with your brothers and your sister. Like and they will all tell you that. And that's also what's so great. It's not like me just thinking.
It's always a good compliment.
That's a big testament to you guys.
We talk about it all the time, and we really all truly enjoy each other. And we had at the beginning of the year, we had like a 2.5 week run where we didn't come back to Nashville. Best experience of our lives.
Yeah,
and we all still
like
talk
vacation.
about it. Yeah. Because we just had the best time together, and we're like, it's a big sleepover. It was just it was awesome, and I couldn't even explain it. Everyone just loves it, and they all say the same things. So it does make you feel good, because you're like, well, we're doing something right. At least our road life feels like a family, and it feels normal. And you don't feel stressed to be out and away from your house for 2 weeks or whatever the case might be.
Especially being able to have each other too.
Yeah,
on the road.
for sure.
That's close. That would be tough, man. Like I don't, obviously we're gonna have to one day. Obviously when she's pregnant, she can't be on the road and we want whatever, and that's gonna be tougher. But like, it would be. I can't even imagine right now, just because we're so used to like what the dynamic would be. Just because we're so used to like I also like having the safety blanket too of having each other there. I don't know. She didn't mention it earlier, but I kind of like threw her into doing this anyways. Like I kind of signed her up. She wasn't like dying to be in music.
I remember being on. We have a weekly call, and I remember Tanner, his manager, was like, so we kind of need somebody to like go ahead and like be an official TM.
Right.
And I think he asked me something like, Lex, would you, be okay with doing that? And I was kind of like, yeah, but like, I don't really know what I'm doing. So, and I've told this to the guys before who have been in bigger camps, and they always, and it makes me feel better. They're like, you're doing a great job. Like you really are a good TM.
Yeah.
Which gives me that reassurance that I do want and need. But I didn't know what I was doing. I'm like,
how could you?
And in ways, it's like, it's not like it's that hard, but you are in charge of 8 other people's lives. You're in charge of all the information.
But she was perfect for it. That's why I was able to trust her, because also too when you're doing that stuff, like you're dealing with the money and all that kind of settling up, and like
you need somebody you can trust.
Somebody you can trust, and also like to speak for me. Like I trust her. She's gonna speak, but she knows how to talk, what I would say, what I wouldn't, all that stuff.
What
and
you
like,
wouldn't want.
She's not some like party animal either, where I'm like, I'm not gonna have to worry about it. Some tour manager I hired being drunk at the end of the night or some like crazy stuff. So it was easy. She was already selling merch, and then like stuff started popping off a little bit, and so I was like, I need to do this. Like I'm still independent. I was independent then, but it's just like, when you get to a certain level, like where we're at now, I can't be the guy like also doing like everything of like, hey, calling venues, and like it just also seems unprofessional, and like settling up. So it was easy to be like, hey, can you do this? Obviously it was a big ask, because like she not only does she does tour management, but it's like she does a lot of the shitty jobs, any odd job, she's doing a lot of that just because she can be trusted. But also like, sometimes she just takes over doing it because she knows she can do it, and it's like she wears a lot of hats. She's being humble, but like I said, I signed her up for it, so it's like sometimes I feel bad, and we'll get into it, and I'm like, I know you didn't sign up to do this, and like you have a degree, and your degree is not to be a tour manager. So I always exactly I always get how lucky I am being that, because like tour manager, it's a very, very stressful job too.
Is.
So
Well,
really
and it's like
is.
the guy, like this might not even make sense, but there's this thing called Master Tour, and they'll ask me a question. I'm like Master Tour. Like,
just go read it.
Like it would make me.
I didn't do all this for no reason.
Right.
I'm
You're like, I
you guys
inputted
don't understand.
every information you
I've
could
learned.
need.
Yes, like I've learned the software for you guys. Please use it.
She'll even put the weather in there, because like a couple years ago we had
Girl
somebody
type
saying
A.
that.
You said it.
Yeah.
because we've also had these, sometimes guys will be like, you know, like this was years ago when we first started, and like talking about why is the weather not, just like, dude, you have a phone. You know what I mean? You can check the weather app.
You'd be surprised probably what grown people ask you.
Oh,
right?
every weekend. It's crazy. But yeah, we'd say that's why we do call her the mommy of the group, because it's like, then that's when like we can be condescending and treat them like that sometimes, just joking with it, being like, hey, you know, I know we got to do everything for you, so like make sure you check your phone.
Pack a tank top.
Yeah, literally. Bring a rain jacket.
We are with a pretty good group now, though, where they do mostly, for the most part, they will check. And even Jade, my best friend who does the video, we've mentioned her. She'll start to ask me a question, and I'm just going to check Master Tour. I'm like, good idea.
Like, yes,
idea.
I love you. Good idea.
I love you. Yeah, exactly. Well, this sounds like a really fun dynamic. I want to go out on the road.
Yeah.
Hey, October 2nd, the day before that Auburn game, y'all should come.
I would.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
I'll bring a Jello shot or something.
Hey, there we go. We'll have plenty. We don't have a show the next day during the Auburn game, so like we're tying one on that show.
I'm ready.
It'll be fun.
Are you going to wear the overall or the bibs or whatever you call it?
The checkerboard. No, it'll be good.
I love that. Before we kind of wrap up and everything, I do want to talk about the proposal. I know that you guys have talked about that before, but can you kind of just walk me through that day and kind of like how that all happened?
Do you want me to walk through my perspective first, then you go?
Yes.
Did you throw up? Were you nervous?
Well, first off, she was fishing for weeks, like knowing some shit's going on, and that was pissing me off. Because like she's asking everybody and like trying to ruin a good thing.
Hey,
you know?
a woman's intuition is never wrong.
Which don't get me wrong, I did make her wait.
Weird.
Don't get me wrong, I did make her wait for how many years?
5 years.
5 years. So I get it. And a lot of women would have been out the door, but you know, I was making sure it was right. You know, making sure it was good.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, we went through a lot of trials and tribulations before that. So
He
I think
only had me a part of his business, but he still needed to decide if it was right.
Oh, you're like, okay, I'll mess up Master Tour.
Yeah. So, but anyways, yeah. So I guess like a year before I actually did the proposal, whatever, I did write a song for it. And it was kind of like the wedding vibe, right? So I was like, you know, the artist in me too, and like I was just thinking, hey, I should make like that music video. I kind of like make it around this proposal and stuff.
Yeah.
So not only was I dealing with proposal like most normal humans, I was also trying to be like, hey, let's make this not just a photo op, but like I'm gonna have some people hiding in the trees. We're gonna make this part of a music video too.
Wow, yeah.
So, you know, I was doing that, and that was a lot to correlate, because I was like, and also to like contacting her family, because they do live in Texas, so I couldn't drive to them and be like, hey, can I get your blessing? I was having to call these people for blessings and stuff, and doing that, and then also too, and like that's weird too. I'm not just talking to all these people normally, so I'm like making sure we live together, so like making sure I'm not around her, and like I felt dirty at the time, because I felt like I was just lying constantly and like keeping these secrets. You know, I got all these baby mamas on the other line or something. No, it's like, no, that's your grandma. And I was also trying to get like her brother correlating. You know, going back to Snapchat, I was snap text, because you know it goes away or whatever. So I was snap text. You know,
I got you.
You've had Snap before.
I dabbled.
But yeah, no, I was snapping him and trying to get him to just correlate some stuff, because also too, I was setting up the, you know, proposal, whatever, but also doing the classic, like, it was at the Hyatt, like, just like the rooftop bar area.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, we're going to go there afterwards, and I was going to have all the people there. But I can't even remember the name of the park right now. Is it Percy Warner Park, where we actually did the proposal?
Over where they do the horse races.
The steeplechase.
Oh, yes. I know
that
exactly
place
what
right there is where we did it. And so, we did that or whatever. I had it correlated, and like I had our buddy Garrett videoing, and I also had Jade doing like video as well, and then we had buddy Nelson doing pictures. So I had like the whole team over there, had a little setup. So I also had reservations for lunch at this nice steakhouse, Hall's Steakhouse.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I had never been there. All right, I'm not a white tablecloth.
We've never been to a legit steakhouse.
Yeah, like we'll go to Texas Roadhouse and be like, hey, this is fire.
Those cheese fries of ranch.
Yeah, come on, talk to me, talk dirty to me.
Yeah, those Halls.
So yeah, but like we don't really do like that kind of fancy that often, right? We've done it a few times. Well, I got this thing set up. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna make this a big thing, and like, so and also too, was it May? I'm sorry, I'm showing
May
my brain.
4th.
This is May 4th. Okay,
Birthday's May
her
5th,
birthday's the
that's how I
5th.
remember.
My mom's birthday is May 5th.
Yeah,
oh my
Cinco
God.
de Mayo,
I love
baby.
that. That's so
Yeah,
fun.
so I was trying to make it like a big thing about her birthday, right? And so I'm like, hey, we're gonna have to do it this day early, but like, hey, I got because that was Saturday, right? Yeah, so I have the Halls reservation. Like I said, I've never done like fancy stuff like this too often. I didn't realize how damn long it takes. Like they really go through the whole thing, and I'm like, oh shit, like we're supposed to be at this place, like here soon.
Right.
So like finally, because I was like complaining to her, and I guess I was acting probably weird. I was like, we got steaks and whatnot. This was just lunch, and I was like, hey, this is taking forever. I'm like, we're gonna have to go ahead and get this like boxed up, like pretty much right after they get us the food. So I'm like, hey,
No,
we gotta.
he stops the guy. We don't even. I think he's literally like, "Hey, can you just put the food in boxes?"
Yeah,
And you're like, what the hell
like,
is
yeah.
happening?
What
Well, because
is
I told her, I
going
kept
on?
telling her, I was like, hey, I got other stuff planned for you. And so, long
knew.
story short, we get in the car and I'm like, hey, I got this other surprise, but you got to like blindfold yourself.
Yeah, he's like, touch up your makeup, and I'll give you a second, and then I'm gonna put a blindfold on you.
I said, you're going to want to do that for this or whatever. So,
You're like, I'm going to wipe it off with the blindfold.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
so anyways, we do that drive, and it was like probably a 10, 15-minute drive of blindfolded, which she hated.
I would get car
But
sold.
I would
Yeah.
have known the whole. Like, if I would have seen it, I would have known the entire drive.
Yeah, that
Like,
makes sense.
Yeah.
I would
So,
have.
anyways, we get there. It all went great. And like afterwards, we had the big party, and all of our friends like from Texas and East Tennessee and everything came in. It was awesome. Like
Yes.
that was a great day, honestly. And we went to
But-
Broadway afterwards, tore it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's like dream proposal.
Yeah, it was
Oh
really
yeah,
fun.
it was awesome. We went
Yeah.
and changed and went and just like have fun. But I
Had a
will say,
staycation. Also, I didn't realize that though. We did have a hotel there at the
yeah, we
Hyatt.
did. It was
Oh,
it was
that's amazing.
That was
wonderful
fun.
hotel.
It was not. It was fancy.
You killed it.
Yeah.
But before the part that like on the other side of it, whenever he was like, you were fishing, I was not at first intentionally. What happened was I had just this weird feeling. We were getting ready to go on the road, and at the time his lead guitar player, which is one of our other best friends,
And former roommate.
I'm talking to JP, and I'm like, JP, I just have like this feeling, and we're like loading the trailer up, and me and JP walk off to the side. I'm like, can you come here? Like, I just want to tell you this. I wasn't meaning it.
And
like,
JP knew already
But
too.
Right.
I wasn't meaning it like tell me. I was just venting to JP saying I just have this like weird
She's a
hunch.
bullshitter.
No, I swear to you.
I wasn't meaning it like
No,
tell me.
I really wasn't.
I was just trying to feel it
No,
out.
they don't believe me when I say this. I was just asking him like or telling him I'm like I just have this feeling.
Yeah.
Of course JP wigs out. And
So
I find this
sexy.
out later. He's like wigging out after I tell him this, and he goes and texts Hayden. He's like, "Lex is onto it." Like I'm like sitting
Lex
across.
is onto
I'm like
us.
sitting across from the couch, and so I said something to Jade. I'm like,
Abort mission.
she's like right here, and I'm like, hey, like I'm just telling you, you better make sure like at least my nails and my hair done, because at the time I had a whole hair fiasco. We don't have time to discuss it.
Yeah.
And I'm
That's
like,
after hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, you need to make sure like, just please like those two little things,
For
'cause
sure.
I don't want to look. I already feel insecure about what's going on with me. Like, help me out here, girl.
Yeah.
So then she starts being weird. She's like, well, I don't know anything. And then so I'm like, she's acting awkward. Well, then JP starts texting Hayden again and being like, Jade's giving it away. She's giving it away.
Yes,
I'm like,
then I had to chew Jade's ass.
I'm like, she
what's
wasn't,
going on
though.
here?
Like, they then get mad at Jade. And I'm like, Jade wasn't giving anything. So then I'm like trying to defend her while also I was like, this is about my proposal that I don't know about now. And obviously y'all are making this more obvious.
Right,
Y'all should have
right.
just been like, really?
But it's
You
her
don't have a
fault though,
feeling?
because she's been fishing into everybody.
No,
All the people that are
wasn't.
closest
But
and just
also-
like ruining the surprise.
I
No,
love you
but
guys.
also
This is
he
hilarious.
literally says to me, yeah, I said, so what are we gonna do for my birthday this year, whatever? And he's like, we got to do it big. Well, last year was 25. At the time I was turning 26.
Yeah.
The year before I was turning 25 and I was graduating college. So everybody came into town. I'm like, doing it big for 26 is not cool. Like I don't know.
26 I'm 26 right now.
Yeah,
it's like a
it's-
weird year.
yeah.
No, you gotta do it big, baby.
We're over with on that.
Yeah,
The old
yeah.
2-6.
So when he started saying that, I was like, okay, I know. And then, of course, he's like, it was just, to me at that point, he's outside. Like, he already goes outside to talk on the phone with his dad a lot on the back deck. But, I mean, he's in the front yard, like, pacing. He's in the driveway pacing. I'm like,
Well,
this
because also
guy,
we have like the ring camera stuff. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
so it's like
she
someone
could
at the
listen if
door,
she
yeah.
wanted
I've
to.
never done that.
She could though. That's
I
why I
could've,
was
I
calling like
guess.
my aunt and like her people and like. So I was having to walk off to be like they can't say she can't get my my dialogue. You know?
Yeah, no, that
Another
makes
one of my
sense, that makes
friends,
sense.
Avery, she was like, she would tell me later about it. And she's like, it was so funny because like he would call me while he's in the sauna and be like,
Yeah.
giving me an update.
I'd be at the gym calling people or whatever it is.
Yeah, and apparently, but the problem was, and the other reason that I finally put it all together the night before, my sister, and I have my grandma's location. I have everybody's location. All these locations are off.
I knew it wasn't gonna be perfect because I mean you're a female, you get it.
Yeah,
y'all are all
girls,
psychos,
we
just
look
looking
at
where
each
people are constantly. I get it.
Part of like the social media like run through. It's like where are all my friends today?
Yeah.
I'm finding
Even if you don't
checked.
contact them.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes she treats it like a game. She's like, let's see where everybody's at.
That's literally me.
I'm just like, that's crazy.
I'm like, why is my friend not at her house? Where is she?
Yeah.
Sus.
Yep.
Yeah.
My other friend, she'll text me and be like, why are you in Florida today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dakota
It's
always
love.
says that. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's love.
I want to keep up with my people. I don't necessarily need to speak every day, but I'm going to keep up with what you're doing.
I love that. And I love this
So-
story so much. You guys are amazing.
Yeah,
Seriously.
It was
I love that.
definitely an ordeal.
Awesome. Yeah.
I love it all. Well, thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Seriously, you guys have been so amazing.
Yeah,
This has
thanks
been
for
such
having
a fun
us.
time. We do kind of close out. I'm trying to figure out a name for this little rapid fire question. I'm thinking like a last call type of thing.
Okay.
Like, that's what we're
Okay.
doing. It's like a bunch of little fun random questions
Okay.
that I'll have
Sweet.
for both of you guys to cap us off. All right. What is the best event swag bag you've ever received?
Probably recently at CMA Fest, Wrangler sent us like a box of clothes, and I was like,
that's
"That's kind of
sick.
sick."
And they've
Yeah.
continued to send
Yeah, well, I got to pick out like what I was gonna
Yeah.
get, and I was like, "Hey, I'm just gonna put as much on here as they'll let me," you know?
Yeah.
And so that was cool to get a couple boxes of Wrangler. Shout out, y'all need to sponsor me, man.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Y'all need to.
That'd be-
That's amazing.
I didn't realize the shirts fit nice, and the only reason I'm a shorter, stockier guy, so the jeans are not usually my style. So I was expecting the shirts to be like that, but no, the shirts were nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was a
I
good
love
swag
that.
bag.
Yeah.
What about for you? Have you stolen any of his? You got one waiting for you today.
I would say I don't think
nice.
I don't think
CMA
I've actually,
Fest, you had a good little pull.
Well, I was gonna say I don't think I've ever actually like someone's like actually sent one to me directly.
Right.
But I think the best thing I received was at CMA Fest. Brittany Aldean was doing her her launch of the perfumes, and over
does
in the
smell
artist parking, in the little tent, she had all three of them set out on the shelf, and you could take them.
Oh,
And
that's
it was
amazing.
awesome. I mean,
That's
like,
really
so I would
nice.
say that's my favorite because it smells incredible. And
love
every time
that.
I wear it, people are like, "You smell so good."
Does it last long? I feel like
Oh,
Yeah, it's good stuff. I actually really like it too.
I think you say it Vada is how
Vada-
she says
yeah.
it.
I can like
It's
sing it in my
VADA.
head.
Yeah,
but
but it's
yeah.
and it's the 1924 one that people are eating up when I wear it.
Good to know. I need
Yeah,
to get
Bernie.
some of that. Bernie. I need to send us some.
Send us a swag bag.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
send us a
real.
swag
Send
bag.
swag bag. What is the fastest way to upset you?
Oh gosh.
Ooh.
Oh man. It's like, where do I start?
I feel that.
You go
I
first.
don't know. I have a lot.
Probably me. For her, it's probably be me waking her up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, if I come in late or loud or whatever,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
that will make her mad. For me, I don't know what is the quickest way to upset. me?
Hayden's
I'm
not
pretty
ever
even
really
killed.
upset. That's the problem.
I
I'm the
can-
one
I
that
get
gets
that vibe.
upset.
I am the same way.
He
yeah.
he like doesn't bother him, or I'll get upset about something. He'd be like, "It's okay."
That upsets me.
Yeah,
Because I'm like,
be mad
what do
with
you
me.
mean? Yeah, I'm
Argue
like,
with me.
Argue with me. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm bitching to my boyfriend, I'm like, can you just like be on my level for
Yeah.
1 second? I don't want a solution.
Match
this
I don't want
energy.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You're trying to
Yeah.
get toxic for a minute.
Yeah,
Yes.
I just want an energy match. You know,
Yeah.
that's like,
Yeah.
You,
I
can
don't
call, you can
know.
call me girlfriend if you need to.
yeah, I will.
I guess if I'll just go real simple here. It probably just like Tennessee, or really, we can get into it. We were listening to the radio on the way here, but Tennessee losing, or just like if the Titans are abysmal again this year.
You would
I just
love
want him to
my
be
boyfriend
competitive.
Jackson. You guys will
Yeah, I
be
just want him to be
best friends.
competitive, man. Yeah, but I guess
Yeah.
that those both get they irk me.
That's fair. I'll take it. I'll take it. Favorite purchase you've made, big or small?
Ooh.
It's a tough one.
I'd say our house.
House? That's a good. That's pretty solid.
Yeah,
Pretty solid
and
one.
I just bought surround sound, so I
Oh,
would say
girl,
that's
that's
probably
a
my.
That was
favorite.
that was my birthday
That
gift.
was his birthday
Shout
gift,
out.
but I get to benefit.
I
so
didn't
was
realize.
like-
So I've been talking about it for years, and she had been listening real well, and I had totally forgot about it honestly. And we got it was it this week when we opened it?
Yeah.
Dude, game changer. I mean, I'm talking about like I feel like I'm in a movie theater.
I was
It's
gonna
like-
say, what was the
it's
first
like
movie?
shaking.
Yeah.
We haven't even watched a movie. It's really just been games or podcasts or Love
Big
Island.
Love Island.
Oh, Big Love Island. I love it.
We
I
don't
love
see eye
it.
to eye,
Yeah.
but we love it.
But,
Isn't the finale Sunday?
Yeah.
Girl.
Girl.
I need to catch up real quick.
I could literally have a podcast on that. Like
Now you will lose brain
can do
cells
that too.
watching
Yeah.
it, but it's entertaining.
100%.
It's entertaining though.
There's so many bad ones, but they're also good in every
Yeah.
way. What is a weird item that you have to have like in your purse or in your guitar case that like you have to have on the road with you, or like if you're leaving the house?
Oh,
Mine's perfume.
Perfume. That's a good
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
I just feel because I'm like real I'm like, I don't want to be stinking anywhere.
Girl, same. I've switched my deodorant like 6 times this summer already.
Yeah.
That like Carpe one or whatever, the orange.
I've been wanting to try it. Keeps
Solid.
popping up. He needs to hear this because he would love that you're talking about him.
Yeah. No, seriously, I know, right? He's going to find me.
Okay,
like,
so it's worth it.
100%.
Okay.
And I'm like a sweater.
Okay.
Bad.
I'm a sweat. I'll do mine kind of in the same world then of sweat because especially for shows and stuff. I've got to have. I mean, I'll just sweat. I'm probably sweating sitting here.
Same.
But like I always have to have my sweat towel.
Oh,
and then
fun.
also too, I'm the same way. I'm a big cologne guy.
Cologne,
So
yeah.
keep the cologne. Stay strapped. Keep it on me.
Yeah.
Keep it on me.
I love it. What is a hill that you're dying on? I feel like yours is gonna be the Vols.
But I'm not. I will say, as a Tennessee fan, there's a lot of us, obviously, and there's a lot of delusional ones. In that world, I'm not delusional. I can be pretty realistic there. A hill I'm dying on, though.
I can go ahead on
Yeah,
mine.
you go ahead and do yours.
The hill I'm dying on is that Texas is the best state there ever is and there ever will be.
Spoken like a true
Her whole
Texan.
personality,
Yes.
We always joke about it being like it could be a Walmart, and like, she's like, "Oh yeah, they're better in Texas."
Because they are.
I feel like Florida is
H-E-B?
Texas with better beaches. Sorry, but like, yeah.
Oh, you do have
Florida
better
and Texas
beach.
do have a lot of like similar vibes,
Yeah.
especially like East Texas and Florida. Like West Texas, when we go out there, that's kind of like I've never been to Texas till I met her.
Yeah.
So like my whole thought process on Texas is like desert, tumbleweeds, dry.
George Strait.
Yeah, George Strait. Cowboys.
Yeah.
And so I was just like never had been out there. And when we go to East Texas, like Dallas, it's like very similar to here. I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
but then you go to
Dallas
West
is.
Texas, and like that's more my vibe. Like if I'm gonna go to Texas, I want to really go to Texas.
Yeah.
It's like if I'm gonna go to Florida, there better be a beach nearby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or else it's just
That's
damn
so
hot,
Yeah.
swamp ass out here. So that's kind of how I think about Texas. But I don't know if there's a hill I would die on. Honestly, I mean, there's probably a few hills I would just die on. I don't know. We can.
Yeah. All right, this one's more for you, girl. What is a favorite venue that your partner's been able to play that you've been able to? You've been able to go to all of them. So
Yeah. I love the Dusty Armadillo. I know that sounds
it.
like if you saw it,
Tell her where it is.
Rootstown, Ohio. I love it.
Hell
I thought you were going to
Every-
say Texas.
No, because we haven't really played as much there
Okay.
yet. We're going to be going.
We're going back again.
My
You'll go,
answer
yeah.
will eventually change.
Okay.
When we play Billy Bob's one day.
Yeah.
There you go.
But I just love that place because it's always such a good crowd. We always do so well there, but also
Yeah.
it's just fun. Like
It's like Roadhouse, like urban cowboy vibes.
Yes.
Oh, I'm
they
there
and they
for
take
it.
good
Like I'm
care of
surprised
you.
there's not like chicken wire in front of the stage, so people aren't throwing beer bottles.
Yes.
At you.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like Coetzel vibe.
it's
Yes.
awesome. Like
And like the seat, like I mean, I
I'm
don't want to
5'8",
say, yeah.
and I feel tall in this
and
place.
it's the ceiling's like right here at his head. I mean,
Yeah. I
love
it's
that.
crazy, but it's just the room, the
Yeah.
vibe. It's just so fun.
I love
It's
that.
sweaty, it's
Yeah.
packed, it's lit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. What is your favorite song of Hayden's?
Oh, that's a good question.
It's not out.
Okay, you need to go back and listen to some of these episodes because every single wife has said that.
Oh,
It is
really?
not
I
out
believe it.
yet.
That's
yes,
hilarious.
yes. If you
Yeah.
had to pick one that's out, what would you say? I know. I'm sorry. It's a hard.
No, it's okay. Gosh.
There's a lot of them.
If you know or you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I like that. I like that one too. Yeah. That was a random
love
pull.
it.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. I like that
Yeah.
one too.
I love that song.
Yeah, that is a good
I
one.
love it live. I think it's just
It's a feel good.
yeah, it's a good one.
You need to play it on October 2nd. And-
It was
Oh, we
in the
will.
set.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
already in the
It's
set.
already in the set.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Lastly, what is some advice you would give to someone who is being married into the industry, an artist being married in the industry? What is some advice that you would have?
I got mine too.
You go ahead.
You go ahead.
Okay. I would just, from the wife's perspective, I would just say to just try to relax because it feels like a whirlwind a lot of times and you're like, what's going on? And sometimes you kind of, not that you lose sight, but it can be stressful and hard on your relationship at times because you're trying to grow this business, because it is a business. You're trying to grow this and you believe in your person, but sometimes it's, I don't know how, it not that it creates a clashing thing, but it's just like, you just have to reground yourself and just relax because it is hard to always feel positive.
Yeah.
Because you're just like feeding this thing all constantly. And I don't know, I would just relax. I know that that's probably not the best, like, biggest thing, but it's easy to get frazzled and feel like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And what's going on? Because every day it's a different challenge. You don't know what we don't know what tomorrow's going to look like. We don't know if we're going to get a call that a show gets canceled.
Right.
That's the annoying thing, too. It's like we can't even set vacations up sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like, if I get an opportunity, I'm at the point in my career, I've got to say yes.
Absolutely.
And
so it's like, that's a weird thing. But my advice, especially to the artists, or whether it's a girl or boy, male or female, is like, just because we've dealt with it too, is like, just be super mindful that like this shit revolves around you, right? So remember that person that is for you and supporting you, they're always, it seems like it could come across, especially if you're not mindful and showing them the love and respect and giving them the light they need, that like, hey man, like, don't be selfish. Like, we already do everything that does, like, everything has already revolved around you, like stuff like that. So it's like, kind of be mindful of that, just because like, obviously, don't get me wrong, like you're saying, it's a business, you got to promote yourself, and like, we're constantly selling ourselves, but at the same time, like, don't forget, like, there would be no you without her, or there would be no you without him, kind of thing. So I would just say be mindful of that, just because like, it can be very, and like, luckily,
it's easy to get caught up in all of it.
Yeah, and also, and it can be easy. Like, I'm very guilty of this part specifically, is like talking about music too much. Like, we don't have to talk about it 24/7. Of course, I am obsessed with it because I'm always trying to grow it and be like, hey, how can I get better in, XYZ area, But, also, like I said, just be mindful, because like it is such a consuming business. That's why it's hard for a lot of artists to even have relationships. We know so many people that are like, whether they're older, younger, whatever, like they, sometimes they may say, oh, I'm never going to get married or whatever, just because I'm married to the music or whatever it is, So shout out.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but it's true, it's crazy. And I would just say, like, really just be mindful of that, just because like I said, it's a very selfish business already. And,
that's when we got to learn to just calm it down and relax. It is going to work out, but you do have to just remind yourself, like,
if it was easy, everybody be doing it.
Right. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
So it's just one of those things. It's a weird dynamic, and like, we're in a weird business, like this isn't just going to your 9 to 5 and be like, hey, it's like, hey, you're constantly being like, what is something I can do to level up today, or what's something I can read or listen to, podcasts I can listen to learn something today, or whatever it is, to try to give me somewhat of an edge on somebody else. So that's kind of be my advice, I guess.
I love that. I love both of your advice. I love both of you. I can't thank you guys.
Yeah, same to you. Thanks for having us. Appreciate you just being interested. Yeah, this is great.
This is amazing. Thank you guys so much for being on.
Yeah.
Woo!